727, slow traffic ahead of you. Make a 360 turn.
Tower, don't you know it costs $2,000 to make even a 180 turn?
Now, roger that, 727. Give me $4,000 worth. Delta 351, you have traffic at 10 o'clock, 6 miles.
Tower, give us another hint about that. We have digital watches.
TWA 2341. For noise abatement, turn right 45 degrees.
Senator, we're at 35,000 feet. How much noise can we make up here?
Sir, have you ever heard the noise a 747 makes when it hits a 727?
A student became lost during a solo cross-country flight. While attempting to locate the aircraft on radar, air traffic control asked,
what was your last known position?
When I was #1 for takeoff.
DC-10 had come in a little hot. Thus, at an exceedingly long rollout after touching down, the San Jose, California tower noted,
American 751, make a hard right turn at the end of the runway, if you're able. If you're not, take the Guadalupe exit off 101, take a right at the light, and return to the airport.
A Pan Am 727 flight waiting for start clearance at Munich overheard the following conversation between a Lufthansa pilot and the tower. The pilot asked a question in German, and the ground controller spoke in English.
If you want an answer, you must speak in English.
I am a German flying a German airplane in Germany. Why must I speak English?
The British pilot came on.
Because you lost the bloody war.
Following is a conversation from O'Hare approach control to a 747.
United 329 Heavy. Your traffic is a Fokker, 1 o'clock, 3 miles eastbound.
Approach. I've always wanted to say this. I've got the little Fokker in my face.
One day, the pilot of a small Cherokee 180 was told by the tower to hold short of the active runway while a DC-8 came in. The DC-8 landed, rolled out, turned around, and taxied back past the Cherokee. Some quick-witted comedian in the DC-8 crew got on the radio and said,
Oh, what a cute little plane. Did you make it all by yourself?
Dick.
Actually, you're supposed to say the Cherokee pilot, not of our... Oh, I got it. All right. Okay, I got it. I made it out of DC-8 parts. Another landing like yours, and I'll have enough parts to make another one.
The German air controller at Frankfurt Airport are renowned for being short-tempered. They not only expect the pilot to know the parking location for the gate, but how to get there without any assistance from them. So it was with some amusement that the crew of a Pan Am 747, listening to the following exchange between Frankfurt Ground Control and a British Airways 747, whose call sign was Speedbird 206.
Frankfurt, Speedbird 206, clear of active runway.
Speedbird 206, taxi to gate Alpha 17.
The Pan Am plane pulled out onto the main taxiway and slowed to a stop.
Speedbird, do you not know where you're going?
Stand by, ground. I'm looking up our gate location now.
Speedbird 206, have you not been to Frankfurt before?
Yes, in fact, twice in 1944. It was dark and I decided not to land.
U.S. Air Flight departing for Fort Lauderdale made a wrong turn and came nose to nose with the United 727. An irate female ground controller lashed out at the U.S. Air crew screaming,
US Air 2771, where the hell are you going? I told you to turn right at Charlie Taxiway. You turn right on Delta. Stop right there. I know it's difficult for you to tell the difference between C and D. You stay right there. Don't you move till I tell you to. And when I want you to go exactly where I tell you, when I tell you, and how I tell you. You got that, US Air 2771?
Yes, ma'am.
Just then an unknown pilot broke the silence.
Wasn't I married to you once?
We're going to change venues. We're now going to be in the Navy. This is an actual radio conversation released by the Chief of Naval Operations between a U.S. naval ship and Canadian authorities off the coast of Newfoundland in October 1995.
Please divert your course 15 degrees to the south to avoid a collision.
Recommend you divert your course 15 degrees to the north to avoid a collision.
Negative. You will have to divert your course 15 degrees to the south to avoid a collision.
This is the captain of a U.S. Navy ship. I say again, divert your course.
Negative. I say again, you divert your course.
This is the aircraft carrier USS Lincoln. I demand you change your course 15 degrees north. I say again, that's 15 degrees north, or countermeasures will be undertaken to ensure the safety of this ship.
I am Seaman Smith. At the lighthouse.